Actress Tia Mowry opened up about her battle with endometriosis in an article for Self magazine. Tia said she lived in pain for years before getting answers about her endometriosis, and she doesn't want other women, especially women of color, to have to endure the same thing. Ladies, with an estimated 176 million women worldwide suffering from endometriosis, should we be more aware of this condition?
Hell yeah.
176 million? Yes.
Have any of us had any experience with endometriosis?
Not personally.
No, and I didn't even know what it was about.
Yeah.
I didn't know until someone really close to me had it.
Yes.
And I feel you don't learn about it until it's your friend.
Yes.
Because you're like, what's this? How come I don't know it? It's my body.
Yeah.
It's my it's my tubes. And you realize so many people have gone through
so
it.
common.
So 1 in 10 Australian women have endometriosis, and I thought it was very interesting. I went to endometriosisaustralia.org to take a look at the magazine because I have Crohn's disease and I get flare-ups like endo sufferers do, and there's no cure for Crohn's, same with endo.
Yeah.
So this is Endo March. We're in the month where they're raising money for awareness. But one thing I found very interesting is every ambassador on the Endo Australia page was a white woman.
Oh, really?
Every ambassador.
Okay.
So I took a look at that and I thought, well, I wonder how the condition affects diverse women. And there are no cultural or racial statistics in Australia, that no research has been done. It has been done in the States. And let me just check my notes so I don't get this wrong. One study published last year by the International Journal of Obstetrics and Gynecology found black women are only half as likely to be diagnosed with endo as compared to white women, but Asian women were 50% more likely.
Right. Okay.
Very interesting. So they're American stats, but I guess we can apply them in a way to over here. But you said a friend of yours.
Yes, she had it quite early on in her. It started in her early 20s. It flared up. They weren't sure what it was, and then it escalated, and now it's quite at a severe level, and it's leading to a hysterectomy. So it can get quite severe. But the pain associated, because we all go through this level of pain when it's associated with our reproductive organs. The part that people forget is these pains get sidelined. It's not something that we talk about. It's something that we endure as women because it's part of us. It has that attached shame to it. So what is it that we can do to actually open up the conversation and educate even our female friends to just talk about it?
And on that point, women of color, and particularly black women, I think we have internalized the suffering that we bear because of how we're represented in the media or within the community, that we can endure pain. And usually when we have symptoms that are quite severe, or it gets to a point where you have to be in the emergency room for you to be like, there's a problem. And so I think that actually affects you actually looking at the signs and taking yourself to the doctors something's wrong.
A lot of doctors, from what I read, there is a delay of 7 to 10 years in diagnosis of endo because doctors simply send you away and say, you've got period pain.
Exactly, and that was exactly what I was going to say. That's the scary part about it. A lot of women just think, I've got bad period pain. I remember for a year before I went on the pill when I was 16, I would be, sorry to be too graphic, vomiting and shitting at the same time when I was on my period.
Girl, I've had some stomach bugs. Know about that?
And I was for a whole year, and I just thought that was normal. And then when it came
From your period?
From my period, my mum went through the same thing. Like, I could not go to school the first day of every month because I was on the toilet, just rotating.
God.
And so I don't think we recognize that, okay, it's not normal for your period to be this heavy, this painful. And that's exactly what happened to my friend. And she's in her 40s. She really, really wants kids. I know there's no cure, but if she knew earlier, maybe she could have made alternative arrangements to have children. So I think recognizing and talking about your period is an important thing, because a lot of women just associate it with period pain. And it's not normal to bleed that much. It's not normal to literally not be able to get out of bed. and start your day.
And push the envelope. Persist with your doctors. Get a second opinion, because if you're in pain, you are in pain, and you have to honor that feeling and what's going on with your body. Only you know what's happening.
Yeah, 1 in 10 Australian women is too many to be suffering from this. So this is Endo March, and we support all efforts. And we do hope to see more ambassadors from diverse backgrounds here in this country speaking on their experiences, because obviously it's affecting all of us.
Definitely. Touching on that, we need to see some research on what we can do for a more inclusive group of women and what their needs are.